Hi, Sophie.
Hello.
How are you?
So far so good. How about you?
I'm okay. I was feeling a little bad last week, but I'm okay now. I was vaccinated already, so
Really?
I wasn't
It
that
must be
worried.
really uncomfortable.
Well, it was. I had a cold. I'm in the Philippines, Sophie. I don't think we've met. My name is Ray.
Yeah?
Okay, I'm from New York,
Well,
but
nice to meet you, right?
thank you,
I,
thank you.
yeah, this is
And
our first
first
meeting.
meeting, yes, yes. I'm living in the Philippines on a small island
Yeah?
called Bohol, Bohol,
Yeah.
and I'm married, 36 years. My wife and we retired here. This is where my wife is from.
Cool.
So tell me about you, Sophie.
So my name is Sophie, and I'm from Taiwan, a full-time student. This is my second year in university now. Yeah, and I'm also studying in nursing.
Oh, nursing.
Yeah.
Okay, I love
He's
nurses.
supposed to say I'm single.
I love nurses.
Really?
I've had some health issues the past few years, and I'm a cancer survivor 3 times. So
Wow.
I'm very blessed. But the nurses are so good. They're so great.
Yeah.
I was in New York City when I got sick, and I was well taken care of. I had something called stem cell replacement, and the nurses were the best. My chemo and thank you for being a nurse, Sophie.
No, I don't have any experience of taking care of patients, but I'm not sure I'm going to do this career. For now, everything is unsure, I think.
Well, second year university, when you go to college, usually the third year is when you figure out what you want to do with
Yeah.
your life. And then when you graduate college, you do something completely different.
Yes. A lot of people say that. Like, um, maybe your future job is totally different. Um, the subject that you major in college.
Oh,
Yeah.
my major in college was sociology. I
Cool.
thought I wanted to be a teacher or a guidance counselor, but I went into the garment business in New York, the textile business, completely different. And that's where I spent my career in textiles.
Yeah. But now you're still a teacher.
No, well,
Yeah.
yes, I'm a teacher now. Uh, Here in the Philippines, we have a hostel,
Yeah.
but it's closed because of COVID.
Yeah.
But we've been open um, about 3 years, and we were doing very well. But then COVID came, so we had to close. It almost 2 years now.
That's
How is
cool that you
Taiwan?
have
Are you guys having problems right now? We're having a surge here in Bohol.
um
Let me show you.
well,
Let me show you
I
where I
didn't
live.
get any vaccine here, and
Not
we
yet.
can, yeah, and basically um we can go out, have meal outside, but there's people, but it's better to be safe
Better be
as
safe.
you
Yes.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. This is where I live. A small island in the Philippines.
Yeah.
These are called Chocolate Hills. We're about 1 hour from Taiwan.
Yeah.
You fly into Cebu, and then from there you take a ferry, a boat ride, 2 hours, and you get to the island. So if COVID is over, please come over and have a vacation.
Definitely. I mean, the picture looks so amazing. Like, this is like a place where people love to have holiday here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. My wife is an architect, so
Yeah.
we bought some property on the water, so we have a very nice house. It's very nice. This is
Yeah. Beautiful.
anytime. Please come over anytime.
Okay. No
Okay.
problem.
Um, so tell me, are you living with your parents? Are you living on campus?
Um, During summer holiday and winter holiday, I basically live with my parents, but when the semester starts, I usually live outside rather than um dorm.
Oh, dormitory. Okay. Okay. But do you have dormitories now with the COVID, or is that canceled?
We still have dorm, but
Okay.
I live out the campus.
That's interesting. We have a little surge here on the island. We were very lucky for a while, but the COVID just came about 3 months ago, and we started getting a lot of cases.
Yeah, the life is totally different when um there has local cases. No, I mean, before maybe a year ago, Taiwan doesn't have any local cases
Yeah, I remember
because
reading Taiwan was doing very well.
yeah, basically just don't feel like life changed before. Just I don't feel um like the COVID do really exist or it's really affect our life. But after we had a local case, just everything has been changed. So
Everything's changed. I can't go home yet. I want to go back to New York, but
really,
I can't. We're right now we're on a lockdown, so we have
yeah,
no more flights or ferries out of the island. They're getting very strict. They want to try to control it
yeah.
as a vaccine comes in.
I hope vaccine can come there. Yeah,
Me too. Me too.
yeah.
I got the Pfizer myself. My wife and
Really,
I, yes, yes, we were able to get the Pfizer, and my son um, was given the AstraZeneca,
yeah.
so he gets his second shot in another month.
That's great. Thank Yeah, because I didn't get any.
You should get your vaccine very soon. It's coming.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. Because I don't know because I'm just a college student and I can get it very soon. Like
You know,
first is old people and people who work in the hospital and yeah, just
in the United States, you can get a COVID shot anytime, anywhere.
yeah, so before my parents and I actually have discussed that whether we should get vaccine in United States, but
Oh,
they
if you can go to the United States, go get the vaccine. You can
yeah,
get it
but
at any drugstore.
yeah, but the mayor said it is not very is it is not as good as we thought that if we go to United States and get a vaccine, maybe if effect that effect won't as good as we thought. We just cancel it.
Well, we're gonna have to get a booster shot in about 8 months. whoever gets a shot now, I know I'll get a booster in 8 months when I go back to the States. And my friends in New York who got their vaccine in December or
Yeah.
January, they've already received their booster shot. So
Well,
I'm sure. You know, we were going to talk about tonight popcorn.
yeah,
Did you read about this?
yeah,
It's
a
very
lot of it.
interesting. It's very interesting. Do you want to watch the video?
Sure.
Okay, let me get it on here. Maize is popcorn. It's corn.
Yeah.
Aesthetic means beautiful.
Okay.
And in the 1920s, movies were silent. So if you went to the movie theater, it would be beautiful. It would be like going to a museum, and they had an orchestra for music, and they had subtitles, like you could read what they said on the bottom of the screen. Vitascope is an old motion, how you show movies back in the another generation ago, 100 years ago. All right, go ahead.
All right.
I'm sorry.
It's no work.
Synchronized dialogue means that when I talk, you can see my lips move at the same time. Okay, like when we used to see Chinese movies in America, they used to speak, and then the English version came next.
Yeah.
Let me where is it? They operate at the same time.
Yeah.
So before that, they didn't have um there was just there was no talkies. It was just silent with subtitles. Okay, let's put that down. What I just do. Okay. I'm sorry.
No worry. It's
Let's read this, okay? Because
Okay.
if you want to start with number one, I read it a few times, Sophie, and I really found it very interesting. So go ahead. For most of us,
Popcorn is. Am I going to read that?
yes. Can you do that?
Yeah, yeah. No
Okay.
problem. Uh, for most of us, popcorn is synonymous with movie
Synonymous.
synonymous
Yes.
with movie theater.
That means that they go together. Synonymous and movie. When you think of popcorn, you think of movie theaters. Okay. Go ahead.
We get to the movies, buy popcorn, and enjoy the show without even thinking twice about it. However, popcorn wasn't always the go-to movie snack.
Okay.
In fact, this little thing was actually banned
That
or had
means they weren't allowed to have popcorn in the
forbidden.
movies. Amazing. Go ahead.
So how did popcorn go from being banned to saving movie theaters? As August,
I didn't know this. I didn't know this, but you go ahead. Keep reading.
let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Uh, Popcorn started in South America where people were popping maize over 8,000 years ago.
Now,
Back
maize is corn.
corn.
Yes, maize. M-A-I-Z-E. That means corn.
Is that
No,
kind
popcorn.
of is that kind of corn or basically basically corn equal maize? Just they same.
It's
Or
a kind of, from what I know, it's a kind of corn. It's like corn on the cob because
yeah,
they would take the corn, the kernels off the corn. That's how you make popcorn.
yeah.
So
Okay. Oh my gosh. She's over here. What are we doing? Tomorrow. My so what I'm going to supposed to do? Waiting. Good job. That was the best answer I have ever had. Waiting. Oh Oh my gosh, Steps again. I don't really care about it. Really.
Sophie?
Hello? How are
Hi,
you?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. No worry.
We just had a power shortage, a power out. It just a 2-minute brownout, they call it here on the island. It usually doesn't happen. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be so sorry.
Okay, well, that's the first time it happened. You know, I have backups, but it just while I was doing my backup, the power came on again. So I'm glad I have you back on.
No problem.
Now I lost everything, but that's okay. Let me just make sure everything is okay. Oh, she's a
Sure.
pretty girl. You're welcome. Live stream. Okay, you can see me, right? Everything's okay?
Yeah, everything
Okay.
is
Okay. We were talking about popcorn. Okay.
okay.
I didn't know that popcorn saved the movie theater.
Really? What?
Yes, because they were losing money, but they were selling popcorn outside.
Yeah.
And an owner got the idea to sell popcorn inside. And when they sell food and concessions in the movie theater, they keep everything, all the profits. But they only get 40%, and the distributor of the movie gets 60%. So they lose money. But popcorn, they were making a fortune. Let me see if I can get back on the video. And it's really very interesting. I just don't know what happened to it. Can you see me?
Yes. I can.
Okay. Geez, I lost everything. Okay, I'm gonna play the video, okay?
Okay.
Sophie? Okay. And of course, it's the wrong language. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me just I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Sophie.
Yeah.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi.
Hi, how did you like that?
Yeah, I do like
Very
it.
surprised, right?
Yeah, it's really surprised that popcorn saved the scene.
I was very surprised that popcorn saved the movie.
Yeah.
I'm amazed. You know, did you ever go to a movie theater and have dinner while you were watching a movie? You can order
Yeah,
food at the movie
definitely.
theater. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Where am I here? These are some places in the States where you can actually order dinner while you're watching a movie.
That's really cool. It's a little bit different thing
Yeah,
here.
it's I've been there. The cost is around $50 per person, which is not bad considering you're getting dinner.
Yeah.
What else can I show you? These are vendors and popcorn machines, and this. I'm sure you have them in Taiwan also.
Yeah. I
Look how
mean,
old these are. Do you have
yeah.
a popcorn machine in your house?
No, I don't have, but I always wish that I have one when I was young. I mean, when I was young, I just, you don't need to be concerned about eating anything will get you fat. Or
Well, popcorn doesn't get you fat. Popcorn is okay to eat. It's not fattening. Now, cotton candy is fattening, but popcorn is not fattening. If you're on
Yeah.
a diet, popcorn, you should eat popcorn because
Why?
it's got no carbohydrates, it's got no calories, and it fills you up. It's very good.
Okay, I will take it serious. I will take it seriously about
I like popcorn.
eating popcorn when I'm having diet.
Well, I'm always on a diet,
Really?
Sophie. I'm on a lifelong diet. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I've been known to really overeat, but that's okay. So what else can you tell me about yourself, Sophie? What can we talk about? What happened to you? There you are.
What happened to me? Like getting heavier than before.
Well, how was your weekend? What did you do over the weekend?
Oh, I just went to visit my grandma for a week, and that was pretty amazing. I mean, most of our family members are still hospital. Like yesterday, yeah, perhaps yesterday, because my birthday is almost coming, so they celebrate with like drinking alcohol. Yeah, I drink 3 bottles of beer, 1 bottle of champagne, and bottle of wine. Just like wanted me to be drunk, and that was a little bit creepy. If I mean it would be so creepy that um when we celebrate Chinese New Year, like they will,
Of course.
yeah, they will just ask me to drink. And um they will invite me to drink until I drunk. So I don't want you.
Sophie,
I don't want you to vomit. Yeah, just vomit everywhere. It is. I don't have that experience.
I don't drink. I don't drink. I never drank. Never.
Okay.
I used to go out with friends. I have a lot of Chinese friends,
Yeah.
and I've been to China many, many times, and Hong Kong, and I used to go to Taiwan back in the 1990s. I never drink. My friends, they drink.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't like alcohol. I don't like to lose control of myself.
Yeah.
After college, no more.
So I get to drink during
In college,
college life.
in college, I was different. We drank in college, but now, no more. No more. My wife drinks. She drinks wine.
Yeah, wine is good for body health. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. And
I don't think so.
why? Why is that thing?
I like water and Diet Coke.
That good.
Diet, I like
Good
Diet
is good for health, really.
I know it's bad, but I still drink it.
Every day?
Oh yeah, every day. Every night.
Oh my God.
I like Diet Coke. I don't like Coke. I don't like sugar, but I like Diet Coke.
Yeah. I have no idea if I like any drink or in Taiwan. I don't know, I can't imagine. Like bubble milk tea, no way. Contains a
I
lot
never
of
heard of bubble milk tea before until I started working
Really?
here. I never heard of it.
But you've been to Taiwan
I have.
before.
I haven't been to Taiwan in 25 years. When I lived, I used to have a factory in Manila in the 1990s, and I had to buy fabric for my production. So, excuse me. I used to go to Taiwan, and I used to buy lace, wedding gown fabric,
Yeah.
and I used to buy it and then bring it into the Philippines. So that's why I used to go to Taiwan and also Hong Kong. And I even went to the Middle East. My wife and I, we used to make wedding gowns.
Wedding gown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
And we used to make the fabric that goes on the wedding gowns, the lace with the embroidery and the beadwork, the handwork. So I used to go all Taiwan and Korea and Hong Kong and buy fabrics, and I had trading partners.
Yeah.
And I had a kiosk in Dubai selling fabrics, wedding gown fabrics. So it was very hot in Dubai. I used to go in the 1990s. I haven't been there since 1997, 98. But I went there in August, and it was very hot. Very hot. I mean, really hot. I couldn't walk outside. It was too hot. The past 10 days in the Philippines, almost like that. It's so hot here now.
Yeah.
Is Taiwan hot?
Definitely. But I have never been to Philippines, so I don't know how it can be during the summer, but obviously tropical country are so hot,
But
especially in the summer.
this is not the summer. This is the cooler season. This is
You
supposed to
mean
be the
August? No.
yes, rainy
No,
season.
no.
Yes.
No.
March, April, May in the Philippines, very hot. March,
Yeah.
April, May. Okay. June, July, August, September, rainy season and cool. And then we start winter, which is okay for me. I like, it's still hot, but not hot.
Yeah.
But no, this is rainy season, but no rain.
I mean, maybe perhaps the climate change. So
My sister, I spoke to her. She's in New York City, and
Yep.
it's almost 100 degrees there. So very hot,
yeah.
very hot. Have you been to New York?
No, I haven't, but one of my cousins study in New York College.
Which one?
New York
NYU?
College.
NYU? New York University?
Yeah.
Ah, very nice. It's in the Village, downtown. I
Yeah.
love it. I know. I used to live around there when I was
Really?
when I was your age. Not my age. When I was your age.
Yeah.
I used to live on 33rd between 33rd Street, between 2nd and 3rd Avenue, and I had a studio apartment,
Cool.
and it cost $137 a month.
Yeah.
Now $3,000 a month. Same
Oh,
apartment.
it's 3 times.
Hey,
3 times.
300 times.
My gosh.
And then I had a small apartment, but I had a backyard in New York City. So it was a lot of fun. We used to have barbecues. Then I drank. Never beer. It was Jack Daniels or Johnny Walker. But I paid about $160. Now, same apartment, $3,500. Very expensive.
Can't even imagine that. But
You-
I know a lot of people from different country usually come to New York. Like I don't know, I watch it is like program or um TV series
Sex in
and
the
it is
City.
said like you didn't have to know people around the world. If you want to know people around the world, you can just go to New York City.
It's true. Or Washington, D.C. New York City or Washington, D.C. In Washington,
Yeah.
D.C., everybody's from all over the world. There's really nobody from America. They're from every
Nobody
other
from
place.
America.
Now, in New York City, okay, I'll
Yeah.
tell you. Let's take
Okay.
Queens, okay? In
Okay.
Queens, there's a Chinese area called Flushing.
Mm.
Let me go to Google Translate. I'm terrible with Google Translate, but I'll try. There's a place called Flushing.
Yeah.
Flushing, New York, all Chinese area. And then if you go about 20 blocks away, there's a Philippine area called Woodside. And there's Mexico,
Yeah.
there's Korean, there, you name it, we have it in New York. Any ethnic you want. You want black, we got a black section. White, we got a white section. Indians, from Pakistan and Afghanistan, no problem. We have the best restaurants in the world, from Colombian restaurants to
Yeah.
Mexican restaurants to Chinese restaurants. If you go to New York City, you have Chinatown, which
Yeah.
is great. My friend owns some restaurants in Chinatown, so we used to go out, but I didn't go to his restaurant because he was turning tables. Too many people. He didn't want me to eat there because we talk, and if we talk, that means the tables aren't making money.
Yeah.
So he takes me to other restaurants. I used to work in Chinatown. I used to work for him. He was a trader. Very nice guy. His name
Yeah.
was Larry. He's still one of my friends after 35 years. So anything you want in New York, it's easy to get.
That's really cool.
I used to have
Yeah.
I had a showroom. And I used to be in the fashion industry in New York. I used to make men's ties. Ties.
Yeah.
We
I
used to
am.
we used to import from China about 25,000 ties a month, and we distributed to discount stores and department stores. So my showroom was next to Madison Square Garden, or across the street from Macy's, on 34th. 34th and 7th Avenue.
Wow.
So I used to go to New York. I mean, New York is my home.
Yeah. So do you still want to go back to your home?
I do. I'm a city guy. I'm sitting here on an island because I love my
Yeah.
wife. Okay,
She loves
and
the
our
Philippines.
son, is a special child. He had some brain damage when he was 10 years old. So if we stayed in New York, I'd have to put him in something called a group home.
Yeah.
So instead, we brought him back to where my wife is from, and he's in a school every day, and I love him, so I want to stay with him. So, but I'm a city guy. I miss the buildings. I'm not a grass guy. You know what I mean? I like buildings.
Yeah.
I'm not a beach guy. I live on the water. I don't care. I don't go into the water. we have a swimming pool. I use the swimming pool, but I don't
Yeah.
like to go to the ocean. There's too many fish and whatever is in the water. I don't want to see it. So I just go swimming. But I I'm happy. You know, I'm content. I'm not so young anymore. So, but I still miss New York. I miss it. You know, if you want to go to the if you want to go into the country from New York City, it's 10 miles away. It's easy. If you want to go
Really.
camping, which I don't want to go camping, but
Why you don't like to go camping? Because you are not a grass guy.
but I'm a city guy. When I was a kid, I went camping, but no more. That's not for me. I don't like bugs. You know,
Yeah,
excuse me.
it's okay.
I'm just getting over a cold and a cough. I'll tell you, last week I wasn't here because I didn't feel well. But if
Yeah.
I didn't have the COVID shot, I would freak out, you know, but because I had the COVID, I said, okay, you know, whatever it is, whatever's gonna be, it's okay. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna go to the hospital. So
Mhm.
it's okay. Okay. You should go to New York when you get a chance. It's
Yeah, I don't really want to go
opening
to New
now.
York one.
It's opening up now.
Yeah,
A
but
lot of restaurants are open. Broadway is open. It's really nice. My sister went to the Hamptons. You've heard of the Hamptons, right? The very famous beach resort.
yeah,
She went up there for the weekend. They rented a car because you don't need a car in the city. You know, there's
t-
buses and there's subway. You know,
subway.
if you take a subway in New
Yeah,
York and you
yeah.
get out of the subway and you want a COVID shot, you can get a COVID shot at the subway station. Honest to God, I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
You know, this is yeah, America is really something else. I got to tell you, we're Americans are spoiled. You know, everyone in America should have the COVID vaccine, and they don't. So a lot of people are getting sick right now because people are I don't know what's wrong with them. Some people just want to fight to fight. You know, I
Yeah.
say if it's good for me, give me the needle. You know, I'll take any pill if it's going to make me feel better.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a great guinea pig.
It's really nice that you, I mean, share the story and you, I don't know, because I do really want to be exchange student, so somehow I really want to experience the diversity in other countries because in most of Asia country people are really familiar. Like we have same religion, our our skin color is same, and I mean what we like like just everything is like everything we experience is almost same. But I know I just really excited to get a broad experience different people from different countries because in Taiwan people just too similar. Yeah,
You
too
should maybe you should try to become an exchange student. I know nursing is very big in the United States right now. You should ask your relative who goes to NYU to see if you can get admitted there.
I have no idea. I just thought that maybe I should finish my college degree and work in Taiwan for maybe a year or even 2 years, men go to other country to get a master degree. But I haven't decided which country I want to go. But I mean, before that, I want to be an exchange student to make sure that if I can adapt to the life in other country, like
Oh,
if Western life in Western, I mean, if
you'll be
I can,
fine, Sophie.
yeah,
You'll be fine. You'll be
really,
fine. I think you'll be fine. I think you fit in. Just remember, never trust a man. Number one, never trust a man. Don't believe him. Okay. If I had a daughter, she'd hate me because she would hate me. But I don't care. Just never trust a guy. Okay. Especially in New York. But
why especially New York?
just always just always be careful. When you hey, I traveled all over the world. I was always careful.
Yeah,
Okay. And I'm a guy. I was always and I went by myself. I went to the Middle East by myself, and I was always very, very careful. I always had things planned, and even if I went to well, in Hong Kong and Korea, I had a lot of friends, so I was never worried. But if I went to a country that I didn't know anybody, like I wanted to go to Nigeria
yeah,
because they loved what I was selling,
yeah.
right? So I said to my wife, I'll go to Nigeria. It'll be okay. She says, "You're not going to Nigeria." I said, yeah, I'm going to go. You're not going to Nigeria. I said, why not? Because it's not safe. And
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends from Korea who did a lot of business in Nigeria. And even I would sell a designer from Nigeria. And I told her I wanted to go there. She said, are you crazy? She said, don't go to Nigeria. She said, don't go. So I never went. I listened. I just listened to her. I didn't go to Nigeria. But you're so young, and you have so much life ahead of you, and you're gonna make a lot of mistakes, and you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be sad. Life is like this, Sophie. Life is up and down.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like business. You can do good and you can do bad. You can do good and you can do bad. So
Yeah.
it just take everything in stride. Don't hold it inside. Things always work out. Look, I'm a Christian. Who ever thought I would be a Christian? Okay, I'm Jewish, number one,
Really?
and I've been a born again Christian for about 27 years. And let me tell you something. In a million years before 27 years ago, I would never think I would ever be a Christian.
Yeah.
But look at this. I mean, this is who God works in funny ways, Sophie.
Yeah.
But anything I can do for you, I'm here every Monday at 7 o'clock. You want to talk about anything, I got a lot of experience about everything.
Yeah. I can see you
Okay.
have a lot of
I
experience.
have a lot of, I have had businesses. I've been up and down and,
Yeah.
in the middle, and I'm married 36 years, and I have a special child, and I had a factory. I had a neckwear company. I have Chinese friends. I have Korean friends. I have Indian friends.
Yeah.
Uh, I even dated an American Indian when I was in college. A real American
Really?
Indian. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was half, I think, a Cherokee tribe. So yeah, yeah. You know, take everything in stride. Just level. Just keep everything level. And if you're
Sure.
going to get drunk with friends.
Oh, my family say that
Oh,
it's better that I drunk with them. With them.
okay, no
It's
problem
better.
then. Just always,
I,
always be aware.
yeah, I agree with being aware of men. Like, not every man can be trusted. Or Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I used to go to bar and yeah, this is I got a lesson that don't trust any guys, especially you met in bar. I used to
You
go
know,
to there.
I went to this one bar in New York City. It's closed
Yeah,
now, but this is when I was your age. It was called the Home
yeah,
Bar on 93rd and 2nd in New York City.
yeah.
And I was playing pinball with a Chinese girl, right?
Hmm.
And I was playing, and somebody came up to me and said, "Don't you know who that Chinese girl is?" I said, "No, no, I don't know." I was having a good time. We were playing pinball. This is, pinball. She was John Lennon's girlfriend. Her name
Oh,
was Mei Ping, I think. I don't know why I just thought of that. I just did. So, you see all, I used to see, I never saw John Lennon, but I saw Richie Havens and, a lot of, just walking around, the city, you see Bob Dylan, or you may see Pete Seeger. You go down to the Village in New York, and they're playing music, and you don't know who's going to be there. So,
yeah.
it's, you'll like New York. It's interesting.
Okay. If I get any chance yeah, I would go to New York. But before that, I have a promise that hang out with my friends in London. Yeah.
I never had any urge to go to the UK or Europe, but we get a lot of backpackers from the UK, from Germany, from Ireland. Very, very nice people. Very, 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 very nice people. So anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was really nice talking to you, Sophie.
It is
I
really
I
nice to
really
talk.
enjoyed myself. I'm sorry about the brownout or losing my internet, but come back next week. I'm here next Monday.
Okay,
Okay. And we
definitely.
can we can talk about anything you want.
I, it's okay. Maybe
Okay.
we can find
And I
topic
really
that talk
enjoyed
about that.
learning about popcorn.
Um, yeah, this is quite interesting. But actually, I already read article like this during high school in the magazine. We have English
I
magazine when we were in when I was in high school because we have to practice in English every
English. Okay. You speak beautifully, by the way. Your
day.
English is great. Just so you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Sophie. All right. Good
So
night.
good night. See you
All right.
next
God
week.
bless.
Thank
Bye bye.
you. Bye.